Hello everyone, it's me Darshan here. How are you guys doing during this MCO? I hope that you guys are fine and healthy. Okay, let's study now. Okay, in variation there are two types of variation. One is continuous variation, another one is discontinuous variation. Let's go through to continuous variation first. Okay, continuous variation is very easy. Just remember that it can be measured. Discontinuous variation is which we can't measure. Okay. Continuous variation is where there is a complete range of measurements from one extreme to the other for a particular characteristics. It also has differences between individuals or slight with intermediates. And then it undergoes gradual changes. That means you can see the changes going through continuous variation. Okay. It is also known as quantitative because it can be measured. Moreover, lots of genes are also involved. Apart from height, weight, handspan, skin color and intelligence in humans are the example of continuous variation. Okay, let's go to discontinuous variation right now. It occurs when organisms either have or do not have a certain characteristics. It has no gradual range. The characteristics fall into distinct categories with no intermediates. Okay, some example of discontinuous variation is human blood groups. Human blood groups is an example of discontinuous variation. Like some people may have A, some people have B, some people have AB, or some people have O. Okay. Discontinuous variation is described as qualitative because its characteristics can't be measured because some is absent or some is present. Other examples are tongue rolling, fingerprints, and earlobes. That's all for now for discontinuous variation. Okay guys, that's all for now. I hope that you guys please stay at home, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Bye. Thank you.
So guys, what is variation? Variation means difference, which is the difference between organisms. So what we are going to learn today is the importance of variation. Term used to describe difference in characteristics shown by organisms belonging to the same species. Such as we are humans. Humans are one species, mammals are one species, those are species. So what differentiates human is the type of hair, the tongue, the eyes, they all are different. Even our thumbprint is also different. That's the meaning of variation. These differences are due to genetic or environmental factors, such as people in cold climates such as Europe, they all have brighter toned skin, while the people in hot climate like Arabians and also Indians, they also have a dark toned skin. So this is the environmental factor, and genetic factor is of course our own family. Like it comes from the family. People are different people, right? So when different people join together, we become different people as well. With variation, individual different factors may be able to exploit a new habitat which is suitable to them and can ensure the survival from predators.
What nonsense you are talking about?
So, variation in humans. No two humans are exactly alike. They may have different in height, weight and skin color. Like I just said, it's not due to genetic factor and environmental factors. Blood pressure and blood group may be different. Like one person have O positive, some people have B positive, and some people have AB minus, and all those kind of blood disorder. So other examples than these variations are straight hair, curly hair, free earlobe, attached earlobe, tongue rolling, and types of fingerprints.
Oh, no.
Hey guys, I'm Alan here. So today I'm going to present about the causes of variation from chapter 6, subtopic 6.2. Okay, there are two factors that we could see here. One is environmental factor and one is genetic factor. There are three effects: crossing over during meiosis 1, independent assortment of chromosomes, and random fertilization. All these three brings a new combination of genes. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about crossing over during meiosis. There are firstly what happens is two non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes cross over chiasma. Number two, two chromatids break at the chiasma. Number three, segments of chromatids rejoin but to different chromatids. Lastly, chromatids separate to different form new gene combination in the gametes. This is the diagram. If you guys can't see, yeah, please zoom in. Okay. With that being said, thank you guys for listening to my
The effects of environmental factors on variation. Environmental factors refer to every factor which is influence organism from outside. It includes nutrients, temperature, pH, and light. Nutrient. For example, in humans, a layer of vitamin D and calcium in the diet causes rickets, which is the failure of growing bones to calcify. In plants, a layer of sulfur, magnesium, iron causes corrosives, which is the yellowing of leaves. Temperature. For example, change in temperature can affect color forms of the Chinese prime rose. When it's grown in the home of ordinary temperature, its flowers are red. When it's grown at temperature of 48 Celsius or above, its flowers are white. Then pH. For example, the plant Hydrangea macrophylla has either pink or blue flowers. Flowers color is determined by soil pH. In acidic soil, the flowers are blue. In alkaline soil, the flowers are pink. Last but not least, light. The darkening of the human skin when exposed to light shows a change of phenotype due to an environmental factor. Genetic variation arises partly from sexual reproduction and partly from mutation. Okay, there are three sources of genetic variation, sexual reproduction. Number one is crossing over during prophase 1. Number two is independent exosome during metaphase 1. And number three is random fertilization. Okay, crossing over. There is homologous chromosome. While the two homologous chromosomes are joined in a bivalent, partials of one chromosome are crossed over with the corresponding portions of others chromosome. This enables its courses to both. Okay, this point is called chiasmata, and this enables maternals and paternals alleles to mix it. Independent isomer. This one is a homologous chromosome from parents. The chromosome is dependent on parents, and then they will form the two gametes. Any of male gametes can fertilize with any of female gametes. The zygote form generically unique.
Gene mutation. Gene mutation involves a chemical change in the structure of the gene. There is an alteration in the base sequence of the DNA, hence changing the genetic code and order of amino acids for synthesis of protein. Gene mutation causes genetic diseases such as sickle cell, anemia, albinism, and hemophilia. Sickle cell anemia, defective gene for synthesis of hemoglobin, causes the erythrocyte to be sickle-shaped. Albinism, defective gene in synthesis of pigment melanin, result in lack of pigmentation.
Good evening, my teachers and all my fellow friends. Today, I'm going to present about chromosomal mutation. What is chromosomal mutation? Chromosomal mutation is the mutation happen in the chromosome. There is something wrong with the chromosome. Okay, let me talk about change in the number, because change in number is simpler than change in structure of the chromosome. Okay, the first one, change in the number of the chromosome is either addition or subtraction, which means if the chromosome number is like let's see that our normal number of chromosome in human is 46. If there is an extra chromosome number, it will become 47, right? And then it will cause Down syndrome and Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome is the disease that have an extra sex chromosome. That is XXY. And then Down syndrome is an extra chromosome which is not a sex chromosome. And then if the number of chromosome is 45, which is less of one chromosome, it will become Turner syndrome, which is the loss of one sex chromosome. As can be said here, if it is normal, it will become 44 plus XX. Okay. That is change in the number of chromosomes. Let us talk about change in structure. In change in structure, there are 4 types of the chromosomal mutation. There is deletion, duplication, inversion, and translocation. Deletion is the allele in the chromosome that vanish automatically, but not 100%. Let us see. The chromosome that cannot know what happened. It breaks itself and then let the allele vanish. And then number 2, duplication. Duplication is the repeat number of the allele. Let us see, there is CD and there is an homologous chromosome which has ABCDF, but some of the BC it may break off and then come to the first chromosome. Number 3, inversion. Inversion, simple, it just rotates itself. The part of the allele it rotates. Number 4, translocation. It happens in a homologous chromosome which the part break out and then join to the first chromosome with the different alleles. That is change in structure. That's all for chromosomal mutation. Thank you.
Hello. Today I'm going to present independent assortment of chromosomes. So during metaphase 1 in meiosis, the arrangement of these chromosomes can differ a lot in random arrangement. Which means there's a one in many chances of this becoming this or this becoming this. To which in metaphase 2, these two split for even more random chances. They continue on until we have gametes. As you can see right here, two of these are white, 2 of these are black. But here one is white, black. Here the big one is white, while the smaller is black. While the big one is black and the small one is white. So what does this mean is pretty much there are many combinations and chances of this combination 4, combination 3, and so on to actually produce to which variation starts to develop. We see right here, all of these can line up to 2/23 or 10 million in different ways to produce exactly 10 million different types of gamete, which means there are 10 million different variations that can be possible from here. Then after that we have fertilization. Now this fertilization, combining the 10 million types of sperm and 10 from the male and 10 million types of eggs from the female, you get 10-14 types of children. Basically it means that the variation of the sperm and the eggs are random as either one of these combinations will randomly go into an egg with one of these combinations to produce a child. As such, the variation
Essentially, there are many different types of variation, and there are still more to be found out later.